Get ready to unlock the secrets of financial freedom on Infinite Banking for real estate investors. This show is for visionary entrepreneurs who value family, faith, and financial freedom. It's time to seize control of your finances and craft the future you've always envisioned. And now, here is your host, Mark Clark.
Welcome to our podcast, Infinite Banking for Real Estate Investors. I am Mark Andrew Clark, an authorized infinite banking practitioner with the Nelson Nash Institute. If you're like me, you probably have a passion for real estate, and you probably also value family, faith, freedom, and fitness. You may be a seasoned investor or looking to get into real estate for the very first time. Either way, we're going to show you what infinite banking actually is and how it can create velocity with your money and your real estate portfolio. Today's episode is titled Forestry, Infinite Banking, and Real Estate. Before we dive into today's topic, let's remember that first and foremost, becoming your own banker is a process and not a product. And that infinite banking is the perfect vehicle to build and protect generational wealth via real estate investing because of the following benefits. 1, it's guaranteed tax-free growth. 2, it's private. 3, it's liquid and flexible. 4, you control it. 5, protection from creditors. And most importantly, you can make money in 2 places at the same time. Now, although becoming your own banker has been utilized by the ultra wealthy for well over a century, Nelson Nash is the pioneer, the founding father of modern infinite banking. Now, Nash received his Bachelor of Science degree in Forestry from the University of Georgia in 1952 and worked as a forestry consultant for 10 years in North Carolina. And on page 71 of his book, Becoming Your Own Banker, he shares a quote from Proverbs 13:22. A good man leaves an inheritance for his children's children. I'm a huge fan of this quote. Now, Nelson Nash also relates an example from his forestry background and compares it to infinite banking. It goes something like this. In forestry, you have to think long term in order to become your own banker and truly create a family bank. Now, let's say you're the owner of 4,000 acres of wooded land with healthy trees throughout, and you plan to grow trees on a 40-year rotation. So you break the property into 40 compartments of 100 acres each. And year 1, you harvest the trees in compartment 1 and replant it. Year 2, you do the same thing with compartment 2 until eventually you get to year 41 and you're ready to harvest compartment 1 trees again that are now 40 years old. And so on, rinse and repeat. Every year you are earning income on the harvest of that year's compartment while maintaining a sustainable system for future growth. As an aside, at year 25 for each compartment, you're also doing an improvement cutting or the removal of less desirable trees from that compartment. You might do that 3 times total per compartment or once every 5 years at year 25, year 30, and year 35. That is also additional income, but you are leaving the most desirable trees for the full harvest at year 40. Now, comparing that to infinite banking and becoming our own bank, I'm going to share my own example. Now, I'm 57 years old and have a whole life policy on myself with a death benefit of $300,000. When I'm 62, I'll have $100,000 of cash value. And our only daughter is now 29, and she has an infinite banking policy with a death benefit of $575,000. When she's 42, she and her husband will have a cash value of $150,000, and it just keeps growing and growing. Now, when our first grandson is born in April, whoop, whoop, I'll get a $3 million policy for him. I'll own it and control the cash value to use any way I want to, need to, or have to. And that cash value will be over $200,000 by the time he's age 30. At that point, we can decide to turn it over to him or keep it completely in our control. Same thing for the other grandchildren as they're born. And my daughter will do the same thing for her grandkids and so on. Can you see how this creates a powerful legacy for generations to come? I firmly believe that by leveraging cash value to purchase income-producing assets like real estate, while the policy continues to grow tax-free and is protected from creditors, is by far the best way to create, maximize, and protect generational wealth. Now, to make this generational bank even more powerful, you can create a family trust that would own all the policies, any LLCs, rental properties, or other assets. And we'll dive into that in future episodes much deeper. On our next episode, we're going to be talking about why Dave Ramsey hates whole life insurance and why he is absolutely dead wrong about specially designed and engineered whole life, specifically for infinite banking. We encourage you to visit our website right now at www.generationbankpa.com and get your free copy of Becoming Your Own Banker by Nelson Nash. This is the first step in implementing your own self-reliant banking system, allowing you to fund the real estate deals you want, when you want, and how you want. Again, that website is generationbankpa, as in papaalpha.com. And until next time, we hope you hold dear family, faith, fitness, and freedom. God bless.
This is the podcastfactory.com.